called the Banana Peel Challenge. You heard of that shit? No. Okay. Here's the funny thing about that challenge. Now, you got kids in other countries trying to solve problems in the world, like, taking physics, chemistry, and all that shit. Oh no, not our teenagers, no. They decided to test the physics of cartoons. They want to see if they can really slip on a banana peel like they do in the cartoons. Now, I actually watched a video of this. Kids are purposely trying to hurt themselves, like getting injured. Now, how do you explain getting injured by slipping on a banana peel? Like, what if you become paralyzed from that? Like, you got people that literally get in car wrecks, they take bullets to the spine, but no, you get a spinal injury from slipping on a banana peel. Like, how do you explain that? Saying like, oh, how'd you end up in that wheelchair, sir? I got taken out by fruit. Potassium took me out. Like, that ever happens, every handicapped person in this world should get together and beat the living shit out you. Just off principle. A lot of shit going on in this world. I'm gonna put this right here. So I'm gonna sit down to a big shit, and my knees hurt. There's a lot of walking today. I'm sweating, chicken grease. Now, I have a friend of mine. He's a little bit older than me, and his son is 12. Now, his son just came out and told me he was gay. And he's very upset behind it. I'm like, why, man? Why? It's 2016. Why are you homophobic? He was like, I don't like this shit. My son can't be gay. I'm sending him to Bible camp. And I said, that's what he probably got being gay from. What are you talking about, man? I was like, you should be happy. Just support your son. And I said, listen, man, if your son chose to suck a dick, that's an executive decision he made for life. It's like you can't go back from that. Like, even if you got your dick sucked by a dude, you just can't be like, well, I just didn't like that. I just don't like man breath on my dick. I'm just gonna go back to vagina. No, it don't work out that way. But then he said, well, you're not a parent. And I said, you're right, I'm not a parent. I don't have any kids. I wouldn't know if I was in his shoes. Like, even if I had a daughter, I wouldn't want her sucking dick. Because that's what she's gonna do. Her mother doesn't, fuck it. It's in the DNA. Shit. If she eat a banana, I'm smacking that shit out of her hand so goddamn quick. But fuck it. Your mama doesn't have a gag reflex. Any pet lovers in the house? I love pets. By that laughter, she loves pets too. I'm the owner of 2 cats. That's you. Yeah, I am. A lot of people don't believe me when I say that. They think I should have a pit bull or something. I did own a pit bull, I really did. His name was Marty, but unfortunately I had to put him down because he lost a fight. I'm still paying off the jewelry, he had to go.
Like, I don't know if Texas is racist, but I do know a lot of people totally articulate there. So whatever that means, tomato. We think we're better than everybody else here in New York, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird. Like, New York is also racist. Just to have an apartment, you have to make 40 times the rent. You have to have a steady income and live with white people. So you call it what you want. I had mac and cheese recently at a place I really like. No segues here. Don't worry. Don't worry, no segues. I was having mac and cheese at a show, and there was a woman there that I know, and I'm eating the mac and cheese, and then she turns to me, and she goes, hey, Wajiko, is that black mac and cheese? No one's ever asked me that before. Like, I don't know mac and cheese has a race. Like, I'm not sure how that works. She turned to me, she tried it, she's like, no. Like, I don't know what black mac and cheese is supposed to taste like. Do I take a bite and then all of a sudden the guy from Zatarant starts playing the trumpet? Like, how does that work? I don't understand. Macaroni and cheese is just cheese and noodles. Anybody can make it. Doesn't matter what hands that are used in the process. I don't know. Like, black in front of anything doesn't really work. Like, the only thing black works in front of is like black hair salon. Like, if I ever go to a hair salon and I walk inside and there's all white people inside, I'm like, oh, I'm at the wrong place. Like, that's how it works. This is also a TED Talk, don't worry. We're having fun. I'm a weird person. Before the blizzard happened, there was like a pre-blizzard. Do y'all remember that? Like, there was like a pre-snow thing. So the weekend before the blizzard happened, it was snowing outside, and I'm waiting for the bus. So I'm waiting for the bus. There's a Hispanic guy outside there with me. It's important to the joke. Anyway, Hispanic guy there with me, and it starts snowing. And then that guy turns to me and he goes, fucking white people! Because it's snowing. Usually when it's snowing, it's like, like, no, not tonight, fucking white people. My thing is, how bad does your day have to be where you play white people on the earth? How does that work? I don't know, the algorithm. Like I did that at a show, and this girl's like, it doesn't have to be that, but I'm like, can you come to every show? Help me out with that. Batman, nothing's wrong, nothing's wrong, nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong, nothing's wrong. Who's that? It's America. Wait the fuck. Alright. Alright, so we're making like some, it's fucking slow as fuck, but we're making some headway, right, with LGBTQ rights, right, and all that stuff. It's cool. We're now on like, now there's the trans thing, right? That's like a new sort of like national debate. I find it strange because I have a lot of friends that still come up to me and they say like weird stuff about it. Like they're very adamant about something that has nothing to do with them, you know? So they're just like, they come up to me and they're just like, yo, I don't know, especially like for trans men, female, male, they're just like, yo, they're never gonna be a man, right? They don't have a dick. It's settled, right? And they're just like, well, they want a beard? No, like, right? It's happening. But if anything, I would argue that they are more men than men, right? Because they, you know, long you have to save up to get a dick grafted on you? That takes a lot of work. You gotta take 2-3 jobs, you know what I mean? you gotta get blood tested, make sure that the graft isn't rejected, right? You gotta take a piece of your arm skin off, I think. You got a bunch of stuff. You gotta work for a penis, you know? It's hard work. You know, then these guys come with their trust fund penises. You know? Just born into privilege. Okay? Just be a little more phallically sensitive. I was reading the news and there was this weird thing about Air France stewardesses expected to wear head coverings now when they fly into Iran. Right, they just gotta do it. So they protested, you know, that's the whole thing going on. But it's like this theme, right, of just kind of, especially in the U.S., right, we're like the idiots of the world, right? We're the dumbasses, right? It's like, this is just those Americans, they're retarded. Well, we like the tourism, but God, we wish they would just shut up, right? But then on the other hand, right, we're expected to be like very, very sensitive and culturally respectful of other people's cultures and no appropriation, please, thank you very much, you know? But that's a paradox. How can you do both of those things, right? And if we're that dumb, then how come other countries don't accommodate us, right? You know what I'm saying? Like if you fly in here, just fucking, you're gonna have to do a couple of things. You gotta get a cheeseburger, right? First thing, you gotta wear some drawstring sweatpants, you know, you gotta do that. Alright. That went nowhere.
And their biggest offense there is having to be their family. Like, I think that New Yorkers are rude because they're angry. People are angry that their smells, like, they can't identify. You know? Is that like urine? Wait, no, that's body odor. No, wait, that's that guy's cologne. Like, I hate when I'm walking down the street in New York and then someone cuts right in front of me, only to walk slower. Bastards. I always curse them out, and what I realize is that senior citizens don't like being cursed at. And they'll throw it right back at you. Yeah. And also they fall down faster if you kick the cane out of their way. In case some of you might be thinking, like, you're so attractive. Like, why are you doing stand-up? Like, don't you have better options? And no, I don't. That sounded so cocky. So no, don't do that again. I decided to do stand-up because I wanted to learn how to give an opinion that no one asked for. I noticed that when I get nervous, I run to the bathroom a lot, which is a really weird place to keep the alcohol. You know. Ever since I started doing stand-up, I noticed that I drink a lot more, and my friends have said that they don't like me when I'm drunk. And I realize it's that because I don't really like them when I'm sober. You guys ever get so angry, you just want to take a bubble bath? Without the bubbles? Like, oh yeah, I'll show you. I don't need no bubbles in my tub. angry. You guys have your own tubs? Maybe I'm just like, you know, showing off here. Clap your hands if you have your own bathtubs. My bad.
Talk to about it. I don't really think that she's gonna buy the whole, like, it's not you, it's me.
Fair.
That's also fair. My boyfriend and I recently hit like our 6-month mark. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. We both actually had a really special day a couple weekends ago. We both farted in front of each other on the same day. And then we also, like, I came from penetration for the first time in that same day. You guys, yeah, thank you. I don't know if that's a joke or just something special. I think it's significant. It was a significant day. Guess I'll tell some real jokes, huh? I'm asthmatic. If you can't hear me panting up here, it's awesome. Thank you. Having asthma, no, it sucks. It's really shitty. It's a terrible thing. Not only because it's hard for me to breathe like all the time, but also just because like having asthma is like one of the dorkiest conditions that you can have, right? It's like one of the lamer conditions to have. Like no one wants to invite anyone with asthma around ever. Like that's because people with asthma are always like the biggest buzzkills. They're always the worst people to have around. And I blame the original buzzkill with asthma, Piggy from Lord of the Flies. Okay? Did we all read Lord of the Flies? We're all fucking supposed to, okay? And Piggy was the worst. He was the absolute worst. Everyone was on the island partying. There were no parents. There were no rules. It was amazing. And they would have a bonfire like every night. And then like Piggy would show up, and he's like, "Hi guys." He's like, "I have asthma. The fire's too big." And I was like, "Shut up, Piggy. Get out of here. No one cares. Sucks to your asthma or beat it." They end up killing him. They kill Piggy. That's what happens to people with asthma. They get bludgeoned to death with a rock to their head.
I think this is the first time I've ever been the only white guy on the show. Lou, did you book it that way? You're like, I need one white guy to round the show out. Who is the whitest guy that I know? Paul's available probably. You'll ask him. Like every stereotype of a white guy, and it pisses me off. Like I can't be any whiter, and it's annoying, right? Like I just want to be. Like I get annoyed when people talk about like white privilege, right? People talk about it. Like I'm like, nah, it's bullshit. I don't have it, right? I recently got a surgery for my sleep apnea. Like I got my septum fixed, and I had like the gauze on my nose still. And I went to my bodega, who's run by a bunch of Middle Eastern guys, and they're like, "What happened to your nose?" And I was like, "Oh, like I wasn't sleeping that great." Oh, yeah, that's white privilege. My bad. Just dawned on me. All right, we're going to skip around because I got a lot of new stuff. I'm from Boston originally, if the Red Sox hat didn't give it away. Because like I have this reckless abandon of just wearing my team's hat in the place where they're hated the most. But like it's weird because like my dad's one of those old school like middle class blue collar guys, so we don't really believe in feelings as a family. Like I was an only child, so I was sad a lot. So I always be like in my room just sad, and he would come upstairs and be like, "What are you having those feeling things again?" I'm like, "Yeah, Dad, I'm sad." And he's like, "Well, why don't you see if those feelings can have me mow the lawn because that shit needs to be done." We had a push mower as a family, so I'd be outside mowing the lawn, and after a while I'd come on the porch and be like, "How do you feel now?" I'm like, "I can't feel anything." He's like, "That's how you're supposed to feel." It's just weird because like I can't cry. How many dudes in here like can openly just like fucking just let it go, right? I'm so jealous. Like I just want a good cry. Like have you ever just wanted to just fucking just like I just want to be in my room alone just sobbing as hard as I possibly can. Like I'd watch like sentimental sports documentaries and just feel it welling up, and I'm like, "Oh, here it comes. It's gonna be great." Like some weird version of mental masturbation. Like I just want to cry, watching the saddest shit, just trying, but it never happens. It's bullshit. My dad always told me it's weak for a man to cry. So like I can't do it. Like I always get there, and I'm like, "Oh, here it comes," and then it doesn't happen, which I imagine is what women feel like when they almost come. and the man finishes first, right? That's probably the same feeling, like that release is coming and then it just doesn't.